The Earth is dying, and we are killing it. Studies have shown that since 1880, the Earth has increased by 0.13 degrees Fahrenheit every decade. At this rate, the average global temperature will increase by 3 degrees by the year 2100. That number may seem small, insignificant, and pretty far away, but think about it like this. That's less than 80 years, and that's just an estimate. It could come sooner than we know, unless we do something about it. Rising sea levels, natural disasters unlike anything we've ever seen before. Fires, floods, droughts, blizzards, fear, panic. We are not ready for this, and our governments are not doing enough about it. This is where you come in. The biggest changes all start with one person, and many are making small changes that collectively have a major impact. People, just like you, saw a problem in our environment and set out to do something about it. Planting millions of trees, cleaning up the trillions of pieces of trash in our oceans, helping keep the environment in large-scale ways. It all started with one person seeing a problem and taking steps to make a difference. In this video, we're going to be talking about 10 seemingly insignificant things you can do in your daily life to help the environment, doing your part for change without making huge changes to your way of life. Don't click away yet. Everybody knows that recycling and public transportation are ways to help the environment, which is why I'm not going to tell you about them. I'm going to share with you ways that you might not even think about. On that note, let's get started. The first thing you can do is pretty simple and can even save you some money when you hit the store. Stores like Target allow you to save 5 cents on every purchase you make if you bring your own bag. Bringing your own reusable bag to the store can cut down on time and lower the amount of plastic waste caused by grocery store bags. If you don't want to shell out $1 to $3 for a fancy reusable bag, you can get paper bags in bulk or even just reuse the plastic ones the store gives you. Don't have paper bags on you? Buy them off Amazon or another online retailer. Online retail is actually better for the environment than driving to your local big box grocery store. While this may not be the greatest solution when buying groceries, buying online reduces your carbon footprint by not requiring you to drive to and from the store. If you do buy from online retailers, make sure to choose standard shipping time, as expedited shipping is actually worse for the environment. In most cases, expedited shipping requires the use of airplanes, which while they are getting more eco-friendly, similar to cars, they release many harmful toxins into the environment. And when you receive your packages, don't forget to either recycle the cardboard or reuse the boxes. Now, if you do have to go to the store, try buying in bulk. Stores like Costco, Sam's Club, and BJ's sell many items in large quantities, which is very good for the environment, reducing the amount of waste that is produced while packaging. This is great when buying non-perishable food, such as cereal, pasta, and rice. One large bag of food produces less waste than 5 smaller ones. Does buying in bulk leave you with too much leftover food you haven't used? Don't throw it away. Instead, donate to your local food pantry. While you might not be able to use the food, there is someone who would be greatly appreciative of your donation. Don't know where your local food pantry is? Simply look up food pantries near me on Google. Donating to your local food pantry isn't just good for the environment, but it helps people in need and keeps you connected to your community. When we waste food, we also waste the energy and water it takes to grow, harvest, transport, and package it. If food goes to the landfills and rots, it produces methane, a greenhouse gas even more potent and worse for the environment than carbon dioxide. Donating non-perishable foods is a great way to help the environment, but what do you do with those pesky old bananas that aren't even good to eat? Still, don't throw them away. Composting is another great way to help the environment, and it only takes a little bit of upfront work. Getting a composting bin is easy. You can buy one online, build it yourself, or repurpose discarded items such as a milk jug into your compost bin. It's a great way to help the environment, requiring little upkeep. Many coffee chains, such as Starbucks, use about 4 billion paper cups for drinks every year. Many of these cups end up in landfills, oceans, and impact our environment. The production of cups requires a bit of energy input. Turning trees into paper into usable cups requires a considerable amount of energy, the source of which is almost exclusively fossil fuels. It is estimated that the production of every 4 paper cups results in 1 pound of CO2 emissions. For Starbucks alone, that's over 1 billion pounds of CO2 that's released into our atmosphere every year. Consider buying a reusable plastic or metal cup to bring with you on your next Starbucks adventure. You can even get a discount. Not a coffee person? Don't worry, neither am I. Get a reusable water bottle to have on you at all times. Many stores, businesses, and even schools have water bottle refill stations, so you can stop buying those wasteful plastic bottles and help the environment. So, picture this. You're hungry. Ever been there? It's the worst. You go out to dinner and order tons of food to fill yourself up, but you only end up eating half of it. Don't just leave it to be thrown out, take it with you. Not only does taking your extra food home save your wallet, it saves the environment. You're splitting one meal into two. Eating leftovers is a fantastic way to save time, money, and the environment. Because as we mentioned before, when food ends up in landfills, it releases methane, which is so much worse than carbon dioxide. Now, don't feel like going to a fancy restaurant and would rather just have the restaurant food to go and eat it at home? That's fantastic! If you're eating at home, you most likely already have the utensils you need right there. So ask the restaurant to hold off on the plastic utensils, napkins, and condiments you already have at home. Plastic items such as utensils often reach the wildlife and forests or water bodies. According to scientists, plastic forks, knives, and spoons need around 200 years to decompose. Never underestimate the power of planning. Plan your weeks out ahead of time. Need to go to the grocery store to grab some things? Do it on your way home from work. Need many things from different stores? Go all at once. Just like you buy your groceries in bulk, do your driving in bulk and knock out as many places at once so you aren't constantly going to and from your house. Doing this uses more fuel, consumes more time, causes more wear and tear in your vehicles, and if you haven't caught the theme yet, it's so much worse for the environment. Non-electric vehicles release several greenhouse gases when they are driven, such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other dangerous hydrocarbons. For our 10th and final thing you can do to help the environment is carpool the heck out of it. I'm not talking about public transportation, since that can be a major change to your way of life. But, for example, take one car to the store with your family instead of two. Sure, somebody may be crammed in a middle seat, but that small discomfort is worth it for what you're doing for the environment. As I mentioned earlier, the gases released from cars are very toxic. The world is dying, but there's still hope. If people like you and me get up and do something about it. Making major changes to your way of life to help the environment, it's fantastic. But everything starts small. Making at least one or two of these small changes to your life is a great way to start. If you're feeling up to the challenge, send this video to a friend and help them make some small changes as well. Thank you for getting this far. I hope it helps you, and I hope you can use this video to begin doing your part to help the environment.